Today I'm speaking with Nyekachi. He's coming from far away this year from Africa, from Ghana, as far as I know. So also to you, you're speaking at the World Usability Congress about the interaction of human to robotics and AI. But in this whole context, what is the value of UX from your side?
Okay, so the value of UX would be trust. So not aesthetic, not ease of use, not conversion rate, but trust. And I say that because we spent decades treating UX as a finishing layer, something we apply, at the end of, at the end of a product, or kind of to make a product feel good. But that framing breaks down the moment your system is making decisions that affect people's safety, livelihood, or autonomy. So when you're designing for AI or robotics, for systems that are probabilistic, that operate in the real world, systems that can actually go wrong in ways that are not obvious to us. That's where UX, stops being about comfort. It becomes about interpretation. Can a person understand what the system is doing? Can they predict it? Can they intervene when it's wrong? That's honestly, that's not a nice to have in quotes, but that's literally the entire contract between, I would say, between the system and the human using it. So for me, I think about UX as the point where technology becomes legible to humans, and in high stakes, I would say in high stakes environment, legibility is literally everything. For example,
Yeah.
like an autonomous system can be technically flawless. Also, it could also have incredible engineering.
Yeah.
Go through rigorous testing, and at the end of the day, it still fails operationally because the human in the loop didn't understand what it was trying to communicate to them. So I would say they over trusted it, or under trusted it, or they froze before, because the interface kind of gave them no basis for judgment. So that's a UX failure. And in those contexts, a UX failure isn't a bad review, to be very honest, or a churn matrix. It's an ethical and operational risk. So when I talk about the value of UX, I'm really talking about design as trust infrastructure. So
Okay.
the okay.
Yeah. you, of course, you can finish the sentence.
Okay,
I
so
only agreed.
uh, but it's all good. So
Okay. So the value of UX in one sentence is for you, it's trust.
yes, trust.